Yeah.
Welcome back to the podcast, y'all, where self-improvement
Yes,
is
sir.
the movement. Today, I got a special guest, none other than Jaylon Swaggy Shoots.
What's up, everybody? What's
Go ahead and
up?
introduce yourself.
Yes, sir, man. My name is Jaylon Shoots, man. You know, I have my own podcast, Sit Down with Swaggy Shoots. It's an honor to be here, bro. Like, for real, I've
How
been seeing
you
you.
feeling, bro?
I feel good, man. I feel good, you know, just finally being a guest for once. It feels good because I'm always interviewing and stuff. So to be a guest, I can just sit back and just chill. Like, I feel good. I feel blessed. You know, God woke me up this morning, so I have nothing to complain about.
You love to hear that, man. As for those of y'all who don't know Jaylon, we have a lot of mutuals on socials, but for those of y'all who do not know Jaylon, he does his own podcast as well. Go ahead and follow the Sit Down Swaggy Shoots.
Yeah,
podcast.
get on that.
He got his own shirt.
Yeah.
That's live.
Yeah, I'm trying to get some merch going on, man. Somebody in my church, you know, my unc, I call him unc, but he got me hooked up with this. He got me hooked up with a hoodie too, but it's too hot for the hoodie right now. So I'm going to just rock the shirt. But yeah, man, y'all make sure y'all go tune in, Sit Down with Swaggy Shoots on YouTube.
What do you talk about on there?
Man, so I talk about sports because, you know, I want to be in the sports world. I want to be a sports analyst, a sports journalist, you know. So I talk about sports. I try to interview as many sports people that go to DBU because that's the school I go to. So, you know, just doing that. But I talk about faith too, because without faith, it's nothing without faith, you know? So I just try to spread the word as much as I can and, you know, just talk about sports, but also like the main focus is sharing the word, like sharing the word of God. So that's what my main focus is on the podcast.
I love that, man. And I'm assuming that's your purpose. You know what I mean?
Oh,
That's
yeah.
like your calling and whatnot.
Oh, yeah.
It feels natural to you, huh?
It feels natural, bro, because like I was telling some people the other day, like, bro, like my passion is wanting to be a sports reporter, sports journalist, but my purpose is to share the word, is to be a disciple. And I feel like people get that misunderstood a lot because it's a difference between your passion and your purpose. And my purpose is to be a disciple, to do what God's calling me to do, and whatever He puts on my heart to share it on a platform, you know, because we got a platform, but it's a blessing that we have a platform that we can just talk to.
Be on here right now.
Yeah, it's a blessing to be on here, bro. And like, you know, God gave us the ability to, first of all, have the equipment to do it, the resources, but second of all, to have that voice to share His words. So I don't want to hold on to all that knowledge and wisdom that I studied to get, because somebody else needs to hear this stuff too. So that's exactly what I be thinking when I'm, you know, I'm scripting stuff, you know, I'm writing my script. I'm thinking about, you know, sports or whatever, but then it'll be something like God just put on my heart. I'll be like, rip the script, say it.
Yeah.
Just say it. So, man, it's just natural, bro. It's like ever since I was in high school, I started off doing the announcements. I hated it. I didn't want to do the announcements.
I didn't go to North Carolina, but I remember like someone put on their story like you was doing the announcements.
Yes,
I remember that.
Man. So like I started off in journalism class, and she was like, my teacher, her name was Miss Bess, and she's been a big blessing to me because she was like, I'm gonna do something that you don't want to do, and I was like, don't tell me I'm doing the announcements. And she was like, you're doing the announcements, and I'm like, man, I don't feel like doing the announcements, man. But she was like, we're gonna work at this, and we're gonna improve your skills on camera, and we're gonna improve your writing skills, because a lot of people don't know. Like I did journalism UIL, bro. Like every Saturday, like I'm in a room, no computers. Like you're writing about stories. Like they give you a prompt, and you have to write within the certain amount of time.
Yeah.
So I did that, and like I just got better and better and better at the camera. And I always tell people, like, I'm never afraid to speak in front of a camera. Like, that ain't nothing. Like, that's nothing to me. So it's all natural, bro. It's all natural.
Yeah. So was this always your passion, or did it develop?
No,
later on.
It developed, man. My passion was to play basketball, man. Because you know, as you're young, people ask you what you want to do. Oh, I want to go to NBA. Oh yeah, I want to go. Yeah, you know, me not thinking that it wasn't gonna happen. It wasn't gonna happen. like I was good, but I wasn't that good, you know. But I got diagnosed with ulcerative colitis, a stomach disease. It's like when your colon is inflamed. Nothing contagious. Because when I say that big word, people be like, "Do I need to this is my shit.
Oh,
Yeah. And I'd be like, what? I'd be like, bro, chill. I'm good. But yeah, I got diagnosed with that. And, I took some time away from basketball. And I was like, bro, I don't think I should go back because I'm a player that draw a lot of charges. Like, I'm small. I get hit a lot. And I get hit in the stomach a lot. And if I didn't get hit in practice that one day, I would have never knew.
Go deeper into that story.
Okay, so it was in practice. We're doing a drill, and it was a fast break. And my homeboy Ty, he had came, and I drew the charge, and like I fell back, right? And then I'm trying to get back up, and I'm like, whoa, my stomach hurt. Yeah. My stomach hurt. So I was like, Coach, I gotta get out to the side right quick. And he was like, hurry up, Suits, So I'm over there on the side. I'm trying to catch my breath, and I'm like, bro, I can't breathe. I cannot breathe. And then he was like, Suits, hurry up. So I get back in. But I'm not 100%, not even 50. I'm just out there. And then I tell my mom, I'm like, Mom, I feel horrible. Like, my stomach hurts like bad. Like, I don't know what's going on. So, we go to the emergency room. And, I've been experiencing stomach pain since I was a little kid. Yeah. And they always told me it was gas, bro. And that'll make me mad. How you going to tell me it's gas? I fart. I know what gas is, bro. This ain't gas.
Different.
This is different. Yeah. I'm hurting right now. This is not no gas. So I go to the hospital, man. They tested me for all this stuff, and then they tell me this could be Crohn's or ulcerative colitis. Mm-hmm. And I heard of Crohn's, but I never heard of ulcerative colitis. And they're basically telling me like the two play hand in hand, but Crohn's is worse. You don't want Crohn's. So now I'm like, man. So I'm texting my coach. I'm like, Coach, I'm not gonna be able to play this nasty game and stuff. Like, I went to the hospital. They're trying to see what I have and all that. And it tested my mental because I was out of it mentally because I'm like, bro, I literally just hit my step. Like, I was on JV and like I finally hit that stride. Like, okay, I'm finally getting the playing time that I feel like I deserve. And then all this happens, So that practice getting hit in the stomach really like possibly could have saved my life,
Yeah.
So man, it's just
So it was something you always had or like you developed?
I think it's something that I always had. No, I think it's something I always had. They just never knew because they never took the deep testing that it took to require it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. They always was like, oh, it's just gas. It's just gas. But I'm like, nah, this is more than gas. So I feel like I had this for a while. And, you need medicine for this diagnosis. Like, if you don't have the medicine, you're screwed.
Yeah.
You're screwed. Your stomach's going to hurt. All day, every day. All day, every day. So, yeah, man, I got on the medicine. I just got better. I could have went back to playing basketball, but I was like, I don't think that's what God got called for me. So I took a step back. And then I seen Tony Romo, man, making all this money broadcasting. I was like, there we go. Because I have a good knowledge of sports, bro. Like football, basketball. I got a deeper knowledge of sports. Like, I would tell my teammates what the other team was about to do before they did it. Like, that's how good I was at acknowledging the game. So once I put 2 and 2 together, I was like, okay, that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And that just boom,
light bulb, man. Like, soon as I was watching the game, I'm hearing Tony Romo, and then I see his contract. I said, oh, here we go. Yeah, it's fat, man. I'm like, and I don't have to get hurt. Say less.
Yeah, you just talking.
I'm just talking. Say less.
So, if that incident didn't happen and you found out that diagnosis, do you think that you would be on the track you're on now? Like, would you have gotten to that point?
I don't think so. I don't think so because, to be honest with you, bro, I didn't know what I wanted to do in life. Mm-hmm. Like, when I got diagnosed, I was a sophomore. So I was in band in high school too, and I played basketball. But, when they was asking like what you want to do younger in life, I'm like, bro, I don't know what I want to do. Yeah. Like, I just know I want to make it to the league. So knowing dang well that wasn't going to happen, I just wanted to go to the league. So I'm looking up jobs where who makes the most money that I feel like I can be like good at. And I said, man, I'm going to just do video game designing because I saw that they make some good money. And I'm like, it's video games. Yeah. So I was like, that's what like my plan was, to do video game designing. I was like, bro, I don't want to do that. I really don't want to do that. I just saw the money that they was making. And then I feel like that diagnosis was a blessing in disguise, but it took me a long time to actually see it. It took me a long time. And
I feel like I asked that question because I feel like whenever bad things happen like that to someone, they just see it as the worst thing ever.
Yeah.
Granted, obviously no one wants that to happen.
Right.
But shit happens in life, right?
It happens.
And
it happens.
You got to see the blessing that comes with it because there's always a blessing that comes with something bad. You just
always
have to see it. You have to. You know what I mean? And for you, I'm glad you was able to see that.
Yes, sir.
Because, you could have just easily went the other way.
Could have gave up. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's been like, why me?
Yeah.
But
I see. I was going through a situation. Well, we'll probably get into it later on in the show. But I hit a mean depression stage last semester, and I said, "Why me? Why me? Why me? Why me?" And then I'm like, "Man, there's people going through worse stuff than I'm going through." And they not even saying why me. Yeah. And then I took it upon myself. Like after I got deeper into the word, like doing my Bible study is what I'm most proud about, bro. Like all the accomplishment I got going on, my Bible study is what I'm most proud about. Like 121 days of consistent Bible studies every night, journaling, not missing a day, bro. Like I get off work like at 1:00 in the morning, and it builds discipline for me to get in there and just do it, even though I'm dog tired. But I'm like fight through. So I do that, and it builds discipline. I always tell myself, no matter what's going on, do not ask why me. Because, this is God's plan for you. So why question God's plan? You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, Jaylon, it may hurt right now, but because I can't see what God's plan is for me, but just trust it and everything will go good. That's the hardest part.
You can't see
You can't see it.
But you have to have
you have to have that trust, that faith. Yes, that faith. And I believe the verse is John 13:7. I believe is that. But it said, you may not see what I'm doing for you right now, but one day you will. You will understand. And after I saw that verse, because Jalen Hurts said that was his favorite verse. No, it's not. It's John. Yeah, it's John 13:7, I believe. And once I saw that, I was like, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the verse I needed, because I'm like, man, why is all this stuff happening to me? Like, why is this person mad at me because of something that they friend said?
Exactly.
Or why do I have ulcerative colitis? Or why am I at Dallas Baptist? I don't want to be here. Why you take me away from Southern? But I'm just like, Jaylon, don't question it, because God is doing everything for a reason. That's the plan. That's the journey. And don't question it. Just accept it.
Yeah.
Just accept it.
And with everything that you've been through so far, leading up to the person that you are now,
mm-hmm.
and the life you're living now, just kind of thinking on that a little bit. If your life was a book.
Oh, okay.
And you sold 1 million copies to people, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they happen to flip the book to the chapter you're on now. What would that chapter be called and why?
Oh, it's funny you asked me that question, because like I haven't told anybody this, but and that makes me feel good as a podcaster. Like when somebody say I never told somebody this, because I'm like, okay, I'm getting an inside scoop. But in my head, bro, it's like every time I go through a chapter in my life, I'd be like, it's like The Pursuit of Happiness. This chapter is called this, because in The Pursuit of Happiness movie, like everything he goes through, he's like, this chapter is called, blank, blank, blank. And when I'll be going through stuff in my head, I'll be like, okay, this chapter is called this. This chapter is called this. I would say right now, the chapter I'm in is still that chapter of patience and forgiveness. That's what the chapter I'm in right now is, just the patience and forgiveness. Because when we want something, especially me, if I want something, I want it now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I want it now, but it's just like it doesn't work like that. Especially when you're dealing with the one up high, like you can't rush that. So I'm like just learning how to be patient. And I literally wrote this in my journal yesterday. I was like, man, I forgive people for all the hurt that they have caused me. But I'm like, did I forgive them, or did I forgive their actions that they did to me? It's a difference, because like forgiving that person, like I'll see this person, I'm like, bro, why do I still feel some type of way about them? But I'm like, I didn't forgive them. I forgave the actions that they did that hurt me. So now I'm just focused on like, trying to forgive that person. So when I see them, I'm not thinking of them like, oh, you did this, you did that. Like, I'm just like, hey, we cool. We don't have to talk for me to forgive you, but we cool. I don't have nothing against you. And now I'm just being patient on the plan that God had for me, because like I can finally see the light. For the longest, I couldn't see the light. I'm like, man, God, I don't know what you got for me, but I trust you. But now I'm kind of getting the glimpse of what I feel like his plan is for me. So I'm like, okay, Jaylon, just be patient, be calm. And this work, it'll work.
Damn, I'm glad you brought up the word patience, because right now I wouldn't necessarily call my chapter patience, but over the past couple weeks or so, I have been kind of more reflective than I ever have. I'm always a reflective person, always like thinking back and analyzing my life and whatnot. But
Right.
more so than ever in the past couple weeks, I've been thinking about the word patience in my head, because I'm always the type, like you said, I want everything right now.
Right
in
now.
my hands.
Right now.
But what did Drake say? Can't have everything, but I want everything.
Shoot.
And for me, I had to stop comparing myself to other people, and
that's the one,
because everyone's going through their own situations that you don't see,
that I can't see.
You can't see. So all you're gonna see is the good in someone's life, especially on social media nowadays.
Especially.
So it's so deceiving. It gets you in that comparison mode, and that's one thing that I struggled with for the longest. I'm still getting over it now. I'm matured in that area, but.
Did it get you down when you was thinking about it? Like, did you feel like down on yourself? Did you start to question you?
Yes, yeah. A lot of times, honestly. And it got me in a really bad hole. Yeah. It got me in a really bad hole because there was at one point, like you said, I was in a very bad place mentally as well. Yeah. And what didn't help, for damn sure, was thinking about other people's lives and seeing what other people are doing. And, you know, what will happen is the blessings you have already. You keep doing that. You ain't even know. You weren't even grateful for the blessings you already had right in front of you. But you're looking past. You're looking past. You're looking at other.
This summer, it took so much out of me. Like, I worked so hard this summer that everything that I got going on right now is easy to me compared to what I went through this summer. I worked 3 jobs, man. 3 jobs, and discipline myself to wake up every morning and get to the gym, bro. It was hard. I mean, it was hard. And then on top of that, I'm in the word, getting that wisdom, getting that knowledge, you know. In the summer, I came up with my formula, wisdom time knowledge equals peace. You know what I'm saying?
Repeat that one more time.
Wisdom time knowledge equals peace. So I'm like, okay, like that's something I always wanted was peace. And I'm like, okay.
That's what you wanted for your birthday.
That's what I wanted for my birthday. Yeah. That's what I wanted for my birthday, bro. So I'm like, I told my mom, like everybody, not everybody, because I don't hang out with a lot of people. Like everybody that was close to me, what you want for your birthday? What you gonna do for your birthday? I'm not doing nothing. All I want is peace. All I want is peace because I've been through so much and I deserve that peace. And the only way I'm gonna get it is myself, for myself. So I'm like, bro, get off social media. That's the one thing that can get you in your head. You see somebody doing something that you want to do, and you start comparing yourself. I start comparing myself to people all the time, and it's not good. It's not healthy. It's not healthy, bro. And just, I feel like us as a generation, bro, like we spend so much time on social media when we could be doing something to get us to the people, where the people at that we're comparing ourselves to.
It's facts.
If we wasn't on social media. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, bro, and then social media is just becoming the thing that I don't even like to be on no more. Like I'm like, bro, like every time I go on there, you see almost a half naked girl on there. You see some stuff that don't got nothing to do with life.
A whole bunch of negativity.
Yeah, negativity, bro. People arguing. Yeah, and I'm just like, what am I doing? What am I doing, bro? But like for me now, it's like on TikTok, I feel I'm on the Christian side of TikTok now, the motivational side of TikTok. So I like being on there. But on Instagram, bro, I don't follow a whole bunch of people and I'm in my own way now. So I just try to stay off social media as much as I can because it's a big impact. And you might not realize it, but it's a big impact. Yeah. I'm like, bro, I really don't even have time to be on social media. Like the time that I'm wasting on social media is time that I'm taken out of my success, like stuff that I can be doing to improve myself. So man, like that, you log out for a week, you will see the difference.
And you know, when you're locked in like you are, taking breaks from social media, not going to parties.
Oh yeah, I don't do that.
Staying home, locked in. Homework. You going to the gym, you going to work, rinse and repeat. Yeah. People gonna say, why are you doing that?
Yeah.
Come do this. Come do that. You start to hear those voices.
I hear it all the time.
Different shit.
Yeah.
Trying to get you out your element. And you have to have that discipline to keep on going because people gonna try to talk you out of certain things. People gonna try to say, oh, why are you doing that? You know, every time you on a spiritual growth or a growth journey or self-improvement journey, people not gonna understand that.
They're not.
They're just not, because they don't know why you're doing what you're doing.
Right.
They just see like, oh, he's doing homework, or he's at the gym.
Right.
He don't ever want to go out.
Yeah. And I'm like, why do you care?
I got a bigger purpose.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but I'm trying to get somewhere.
Exactly. And it's like, because most of the people that's telling you that, they don't know what they want to do in life. They don't know what they want to do. And then I'm just like, who are you to tell me that I'm not doing something that I'm not supposed to be doing? Exactly. You know, who are you to try to convince me to do something that I don't want to do? You know what I'm saying?
One thing about me, bro, I'm going to do what I want to do.
I'm going to do what I want to do.
That's peace.
Yes. That's
I'm going to do what I want to do regardless of whatever the fuck anyone has to say.
Bro.
And I'm happy.
I'm happy with that.
Care.
I don't care at all, bro. I don't.
It was a point where I would get discouraged a little bit whenever people would be like, oh, you don't ever go out, or oh, you don't do this, you don't do that. I'm like, you don't smoke, you don't drink. Hell yeah, I don't. I don't care for it. I'm chilling. Mm-hmm. You know, I'm happy with who I am and whatnot. Yeah. That's what it is. You got to be happy with the person that's in the skin, man. Yeah, and people aren't.
Yeah, and I'll say, bro, don't be discouraged on yourself, bro, because everything happens for a reason, bro. Right. Like every time it's a party going on, and like they be like, Jaylon, come to the party. It'd be somebody's birthday party in my school, because they not supposed to party, but they do. But they be like, you know, come to the party, whatever, for this so and so birthday, bro. And you know, I used to be so like deceiving. Like, you tell me to do something, like, I'm that nice guy. I'll come for a little bit. Yeah. But every time I go, I'll show myself for 5 minutes and I'm out. And nobody don't even see me leave. I do it so smooth, bro. Like one time they was doing the cha-cha slide. I cha-cha slid right out the door. Slide to the left. Slide to the right. They like, where'd he go? Gone. All you heard was the car, bro. I was gone, but I'm just like, bro. And then I get back, my roommate get back to the room. He venting about something that happened. I'm glad I wasn't there, bro. Because that's bull jive and I don't got time for it, bro. Like I'm locked in and I'm doing stuff that's going to get me to where I want to be. And like I see people who set the foundation, like Michael B. Jordan. I hear him say all the time, I never smoked. I never, like when he was on his way, I never smoked. I never drank. I never partied. I'm like, bro, I'm trying to, people showing me the recipe of what it takes. Yeah. I'm going to try to follow it along, but I'm not going to steal their stuff. I'm going to add my stuff to it. Okay. I was never that type of person. I don't find partying, drinking, smoking, know what entertaining, know what cute. I don't like it.
It don't serve me no purpose.
Yeah, like not to judge people who do it, so don't think I'm judging you because I'm not. But it just don't work for me. And I'm just like, bro, that's not who I am. That's not who I want to be. I'm gonna just stick to being me. And you know, I caught myself, you know, in a previous situation I was in, like maybe a couple months ago, where I guess I kind of gave out that vibe, like that I was trying to control her and like tell her like, no, like you shouldn't be doing that. Yeah. But I wasn't trying to do that. I was just saying, look, you're your own person. You can do that. I just don't like that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, we had a whole bunch of miscommunications and stuff, but it's all love for her. But it's just like, that's not what I want to do.
Exactly.
That's not what I want to do. And that's not what I want to be associated with. That's the thing. It's like when people think of Jaylon, I want them to think of Jaylon like, oh, he always been on his grind. He always did what he had to do, and he was always doing what he felt like God called him to do. God didn't call me to go party. God didn't call me to go drink, and he dang sure didn't call me to go smoke. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. So I have a buddy I work with, and I work at Fitness Connection Gym. So there'll be some nights we'll close, and then we'll just stand outside and just chop it up. You know,
yeah,
man-to-man conversation. Just chopping it up with the boys.
Yeah,
like we doing right now.
Like we're doing right now.
I'll do it with them outside, and he was like, "What are you doing tomorrow?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go to class and I'm gonna come work out and whatnot."
Yeah.
And then I don't know how we got to the topic, but he was like, "Yeah, man, me and the other coworker I used to work with." He was like, "Yeah, man, Jimmy's always just so disciplined." This is what
he was saying.
This is what my friend was telling me that my other friend told
right.
him.
Yeah. Okay.
So he was like, "Damn, I don't know how Jimmy does it. He's always so disciplined. He's always making his way to the gym, even when it's a long day or when it's a bad day." And that hit me, bro. I was just like, damn.
It makes you feel good when people notice it.
Yeah, people notice it. They might not tell you, but they'll
they notice it.
Notice it.
They notice it.
And I was telling them, I was like, man, how my brain works, man, I'm behind the 8 ball. So I have to have an edge to me. I have to be disciplined. I have no choice.
You have no choice.
If I'm not disciplined, if I'm not going hard on things that I'm doing, I'm not going to get to where I want to be in a timely fashion. That's just how I see myself. You feel me? And there'll be sometimes I'm in the gym and I'm just locked in, bro. I'm not mad at nobody. I'm just locked in.
I'm
focused,
locked in.
man. And I got to bring a certain type of edge with me, a certain type of, it's overused now, but I had to have that dog in me.
Yeah.
To some degree, bro. I had to have that edge because in my mind, I'm like, I'm behind the 8 ball, bro.
Yeah.
Not in a comparing way, so to speak, anymore, but more like a motivating way to make me better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's called energy transmutation.
Okay.
So, I don't know if you heard of it.
I haven't heard of it.
Okay, so basically it's turning something from negative energy to positive energy, pretty much. And this is a fucking trick right here if you can kind of figure it out. So like, easy example. You with a girl dating her for a year, 2 years, 3 years. She break up with you for whatever reason. You can go one or two ways about it.
Who you telling?
Complain, bitch, moan all day long.
Go get into the whole phase.
Go down a rabbit hole of addiction or drinking, smoking, not doing shit. Or you can get your ass in the gym.
Go get it.
Go get that money. Go meet someone better than her. Shit.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
So one of two ways. You can turn that negative energy. Yeah, it hurts. But how you gonna respond?
How you gonna respond, bro?
You gonna turn that negative energy to positive energy, or you just gonna stay right
Or you just
here?
gonna? It's adversity.
Yeah,
adversity. And a lot of people don't know how to. Yeah, a lot of people don't know how to act when adversity hits, bro. Yeah. Like literally, my screensaver, bro, is I put on my window, on my mirror, in the window in the bathroom. I have sticky notes, just motivational stuff and goals.
Yeah,
and I put, they didn't believe you, they gave up on you. And then on the side of that, I said, all for you, Ryan, because my brother who passed away. And I put miss you. And I put it right in the middle of the mirror. And that's my screensaver. So every day I wake up, I see that on the mirror and I see that on my phone, bro.
Motivating.
It's motivating. Like, what? I take stuff personal. It's like, if you...
I'm going to stop you right there. Dap you up.
I take it personal, bro. Like, and see, this is the difference. I don't take it personal towards how I feel about somebody. Nah, I take it personal where I got to go prove my worth and prove you different.
Facts, bro.
Yeah.
I've never heard anyone relate to me more in that type of sense.
Bro, it's different.
Wrong with taking
it's nothing
personal. If
you're
taking it the right way.
If you're taking it the right way.
Transmutation.
And see, that's why when you said that, I was like, bro, he hitting on something right now. I'm actually like, bro, I'm going to put that in my phone because that's what it's called. It's like, I take that stuff personal, bro. And it's like, not towards the people, but I'm taking it personal that you feel or think that of me. Man. Like, okay. And I use it as motivation.
Yeah, you challenge yourself.
I challenge myself. And like with the whole Coach Prime thing going on, you just trying to be like Coach Prime. First of all, no, I'm not, because I'm trying to be like me.
We'll get to more in that in a minute.
But yeah, I'm trying to be like me. Okay. Second of all, I'm just like, I can relate because he's being different. Mm-hmm. People are not used to different things. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do that. And now I'm gonna show you that you done the wrong one dirty. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you did me wrong, I'm not even tripping on you. I'm finna show you what you messed up on. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gonna feel me. You gonna feel it. So like, when you said people will notice it, bro, they notice it. They notice it. Like, the goal for me, and I probably feel like you feel like this, I don't acknowledge them. Like, I don't want to say that I'm doing something. I want you to notice it on your own. You gonna tell me. You gonna tell me that I'm doing that. You know what I'm saying?
It's a quote by, I think, Walter Payton, former Bears running back, Hall of Famer. Mm-hmm. No, it's either him or Jim Brown or someone. One of them old backs. All-time running backs. Uh-huh. When you good, you call yourself good. When you great, other people call you great.
Mm-hmm. And that's facts. Like I shouldn't have to say, oh man, I'm doing this so good. I'm doing that so good. Like people be telling me I'm hard on myself, but I'm like, no, I'm not hard on myself. I'm real with myself.
Yeah.
I'm real with myself because at the end of the day, when you win awards, you win Emmys or nothing, you can't win that award off of what you think.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, at the same time, I don't care about what others think. I know I'm doing good work, but at the end of the day, they gonna see the good work I'm doing because I'm trying to inspire. That's, you know what I'm saying? That's my purpose. My purpose is to change people's lives. My purpose is to inspire others, especially the youth, because we need to do better with the youth and like getting them into doing great things, not feeling like they are alone, not feeling like, oh, the only way I want to make it is to sell these drugs or doing guns violence and stuff like that. So, you know, that's my goal. My goal is to inspire the youth, and me being on my grind, doing my stuff, people see that. I got a younger brother, a younger sister that looks up to me. Shoot, my older brother that passed away looked up to me. And I didn't even know that until it was too late. You know what I'm saying? So people are always looking. And the thing is, what are you going to do when you feel like people are not looking at you? Mm-hmm. And that's what I tell myself all the time, bro. All the time. Like, back to the discipline thing. I run a mile every day. And I do it every day, and sometimes I run 3. Like I run at least a mile every day, and now that's something that I do to get discipline. Do I want to do it? No. No. But sometimes I do want to do it. Most of the times I do, but all the time, no. But I'm like, okay, if I can do that, I can be disciplined enough to sit in front of this mic and talk for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
I can be disciplined enough to get a podcast out. You know what I'm saying? If I wake up early in the morning and go run that 2 miles, I'll be disciplined enough to get my butt up and go to class and go learn something. Right. Like, I don't get people who skip classes in college. I'm paying you. If I'm paying, I'm going. Yeah. I'm going. So I'm not skipping no classes. I'm there. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I do stuff to build my discipline up that many people don't see. That many people don't see. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's maturity way beyond your years. I hope you know that.
Appreciate you, bro.
Shit. Going back to your mental state.
Mm-hmm.
You said you went through a little bit of a tough time.
Yeah.
Last year.
Yeah, like the last semester of school. So yeah, like man. All right. So I got out of a hard relationship. You know, that was very hard, very tough. Then I lost dang near all my friends, right? Like, I don't know. And see, I tell people this. If you pray, Lord, whoever's not supposed to be in my life, take them out, you better be prepared. You better be prepared. Because I said that prayer in less than a week, everybody was gone. I was like, dang, like not everybody, but it felt like everybody. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, with the relationship and then with my 3 closest friends, I was like, bro, like, what's going on? My car had broke down. I had nowhere to go, bro. I had nowhere to go. I was drinking sink tap water for about 2-3 weeks because I couldn't go to the store, bro. And I was hurt. I hurt something. I forgot what it was, but I hurt something. And then I was just thinking about my brother's passing because I blame myself, bro. Like when my brother had passed, I was in a hospital coming back from Southern because I was at Southern University, and a lot of people would ask me, you went from an HBCU to Dallas Baptist, what's wrong with you? And I'm like, that was God's plan for me. I was dying at Southern, literally. Like when my ulcerative colitis, you're not supposed to eat spicy foods and like other things that it will flare it up. And at Southern, the cap is spicy foods. Like you're in Baton Rouge, everything is spicy. So I'm literally dying out there. Come to the hospital, and the doctor's telling me like, if you didn't come when you did, you might not be here right now. Damn. And I'm like, that hit me. But back to my brother, like when I'm in the hospital, no call, check up, like how you doing or nothing. He getting on my head because I'm posting old school music because I'm an old school guy. Yeah. I listen to old R&B and stuff. That's all I listen to. So I'm like, bro, I'm in the hospital, dang near died. And you're not even checking on me, but I never told him, right? So I never told him that, but I was pissed. But when I got to the hospital, he called me like on a Sunday. I'm ironing my sister and brother clothes for when they going to school. I look at it just like this. Phone's ringing. I look at it. I said, I'll call him later. Watched it ring till it hung up. Next day he died. He got shot and killed, bro. And it hit me hard, especially because like a lot of people don't know. I'd even put this in a video that I posted. Like I watched him pretty much die, bro, because on Facebook Live he got shot. He was trying to get some help, and and like you can literally see him like gulping and like the blood dripping and everything. It was very, very, and that image is stuck in my head too. Like it's stuck. And like I went through a very mental time with that because my dad gave me this chain. That happened in 2020. And I thought I had got to like, finally heal from it. But you're not gonna heal fully from things like that. It's still gonna hurt. Yeah. But what you said earlier, how are you gonna move on from it? So like that whole thing I was talking about with the youth and stuff, that's dedicated to my brother. Because younger, like my pops wasn't a part of his life. And, he grew up in a situation where that's what he thought was right. He was raised around that. And, I want people to know that you don't have to do that to be successful.
You talking about the streets?
Yeah, the streets and stuff like that. You don't have to be around that to be successful. So yeah, when all that was going on, bro, I got down on myself, right? And then every time I freaking gain weight, I lose it because of my stomach stuff. Like I just lose it. So it was a very tough time, and stuff that happened at DBU. Don't even get me started on that with the craziness that happens inside that school that happened to me. It's crazy, bro. But I'm just like, man, like I was down because I was like, I don't want to be where I'm at. I lost some people that I thought that was supposed to be here to stay. I lost somebody, not like in a dying way, but, I split ways with people who were my best friends, who I thought was going to be my future wife and stuff like that. And I'm just like, man, this hurt. Like every day, like, bro, just hearing people laughing and giggling and stuff like that. And I'm alone. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's when I got into like, I wish I could have that. I wish I could have them friends that can do this and that. And I'm like, man, because I know if the roles were reversed, and I told them this, if the roles were reversed, I would have checked on you. Yeah. I would have been there for you. But I'm like, I then realized, like, the deeper I got into the word, that it wasn't their fault. And I told them, I forgive you because it's not your fault, because you had no idea what God was doing for me. God was trying to get me closer to him. So he eliminated everything that was surrounding me so I can focus on him. And until I learned that lesson, I was like, bro, that's what I needed. That's why I like, at first I didn't like to share my story, bro, because I'm like, as men, we're like, oh, feelings and that. But I'm like, I gotta share it because that's my story. And that's what God had planned for me. So I told somebody the other day, would I want to go through it again? Hell no. No, I wouldn't. But it's just tough. Yeah, it's very tough. It's very tough. Like I'm just out there crying, bro. Outside crying. I'm like, what am I doing? Like outside crying, but I wouldn't change it for nothing. Do I miss those people? Yes. And I still love those people. Like we're still best friends to this day. But I'm like, God did that for a reason, so I can get closer to him. So I can get that peace and that knowledge and that wisdom that I wanted, so I can go on with life. So I definitely needed that, bro. I needed that. And so like without my depression, I wouldn't be where I'm at right now.
It made you who you are.
It made me who I am. And it got me closer to that word, bro. Like I have so much wisdom right now. And it's the crazy thing is, it's still more to come.
That's the beauty of it.
That's the beauty of it. It's still more to come. And like, I saw that you actually posted something. You was like, sometimes I just sit back and look at my growth and I feel good. And I screenshotted that because I'm like, bro, when I just look back and see how I was and then how I was in the midst of the depression and where I'm at now, it's a night and day difference.
Nobody can take that away from you.
Nobody.
And it feels so good.
It feels so good, bro. Like sometimes I'll just sit down and breathe and just relax when I get the time to, and I'm like, thank you, God. Yeah. Thank you. Like sometimes when I get that mindfulness thing on my watch, I do it sometimes. I just get to breathe and I'm like, thank you, God, for doing something that I couldn't see until now. Because now I see what you was doing. Now the opportunities are coming. Now I trusted you. And it was a test. It was a test, bro. And it's like, I said I wanted peace. It's like, okay, this comes along with it. So
Really?
are you willing to take that risk? You know what I'm saying? Like when I made that prayer, who's not supposed to be in my life, take them out. I don't regret it. I don't regret it. And I don't regret the people that I'm not cool with like that no more, because they might not, just as much as they wasn't supposed to be in my life, I might have not supposed to be in their life either. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So like when people just be doing weird stuff and like all this weirdness be going on, I'm just like, I don't even trip no more, because I'm like, maybe I'm not supposed to be in their life either.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't even trip on nothing like that. But that mental, it took a toll on me for real, but I'm glad I went through it. Damn. I'm glad I went through it.
You know, they say elevation requires separation. You needed that.
I needed that, bro.
Wrapping my questions up for you, then you can ask your questions for me.
Bet.
How'd you get the internship with CBS, man? And how are you going to like keep that going in your career?
Man, so how I got the internship is before I even got it, man, I have to take this internship for class to graduate. So I'm like, man, I gotta take an internship. So let me start looking, man. And I tried to take it in the summer, and I couldn't find anything.
Yeah.
I couldn't find anything. And then the ones that I did find, I'm like getting rejected. And most of the people at the school have connections, bro. And, you know, the people at my school, like the professors and stuff, they really wasn't helping me out with this, to be honest with you. Like, they wasn't reaching out, helping me out or nothing. So I'm like, I got to get this on my own. But my cousin Jada Brown is who I think for my internship, because she sent it to me. She was like, apply. And I applied. I was like, man, cuz, like, I hope I get it. Like, I really need it. And, like, I sat there and prayed. As soon as I pressed submit, I prayed. And then she was like, nah, you gonna get it. You're going to get it. And I'm like, all right, man, we're going to see. I trust you and I trust God's plan. So I was working at Planet Fitness, and I still technically do. I just ain't been there in a while. Yeah, I just ain't been, because I've been so busy, but I'm a sub position. So whenever they need me, that's when I go. But yeah, so they called me when I was at work. Well, he emailed me, my boss. He was like, yeah, I got your application. I wanted to see if you was available for an interview today. I'm like, oh, snap. Yeah, I'm available. And I told them, I stepped out in the room. We having a conversation, bro. And like the interview felt more of a conversation than anything, because like we're just talking about where the broadcasting world can go in the future, what I'm trying to get out of it, what do I want to do, you know, all the interview type of questions. But it feels like a conversation. And we just built this relationship. And he was like, Jaylon, I hope you get it. But I'm going to be honest with you. You're the first person I interviewed. I was like, dang. And this is at CBS. So I'm knowing it's going to be a lot of people.
Yeah.
But I'm like, okay, I'm just be patient. But he gave me his phone number and I had his email. He was like, if you have any questions, email me. And I'm like, okay. Or text me. I'm like, okay, I will. So I get done. I feel good about it. But I'm like, now the tough part, waiting. So I wait. But then I played it smart, bro. It's like, okay, I did that. I've been sideline reporting. I'm finna send you some of my best tapes. So after a week went by, I was like, oh, I forgot to send you some of my tapes. Send it to him. And then he got it. And then he was asking me questions about my schedule. So, you know, I'm sending him my information for my schedule. And then he's like, okay. He was like, I should let you know by mid-July. Mid-July, right? So I'm waiting like almost a month. I get an email from him July 3rd saying, hey, are you available for a Zoom call today? I'm like, oh yeah, I got to go to work again like at 5. I said, I can do it at lunch or whatever you want to. He was like, I'll call you before you go to work. I'm like, okay. So we do it. He was like, yeah, I just want to offer you this job. And I'm like, wow. He was like, I didn't have to interview anybody else. I liked what I saw from you. I see that you really want this and that you're really going to take the steps to do what needs to be done. So I want to offer you this. And I literally like almost cried, bro. Like it felt so good. I haven't felt that happy in a long time. And that's when everything just started to hit like, man, everything happened for a reason. I've kind of felt like that was God rewarding me for staying patient and just going through the trials and tribulations, man. So when I got that, I felt so good, bro. I called my family and stuff, and like we good, we ready to rock now. So now that I'm in there, bro, it's just like I be doing everything. So I help produce the live show that goes on, like the CBS live show, for Texas. So all the sports stuff is what I help doing. So like yesterday, wait, no, today's Tuesday, right? No, today's Monday. Yeah, see, my mind's out thrown off. Yesterday, that's how you know you locked in, bro. But yesterday, I edited all the NFL games that we played on the show. Mm-hmm. So I did all those edits and stuff, and creating the lower third graphics and all that. But Wednesdays is like what I really like because I go out in the field. So on Wednesdays, I go out to the Cowboys practices, and I'm out there with these players. I'm out there with other reporters and stuff, and I'm out there with photographers and just learning. And it feels so good because I'm blessed. Yeah. I'm blessed to have this opportunity, bro. And like, it's very humbling, bro, because you're like, I can't freak out, bro. Like, you're supposed to show them that you're supposed to be here. You were made to be here. You're there. And like being a Cowboys fan is tough because you got all these players that's your team and they're just passing you, bro. Like I literally talked to CD Lamb last week, and we just had a conversation, bro. And like talking to who else? Jalen Tolbert and Jaron Curse and like Brandon Cooks. That's the nicest dude I ever met. Brandon Cooks, like he come up to me, ask me how I'm doing and say what's up. And I told him, I'm like, bro, that feels really good. So like being around them, like it makes me feel like I'm a part of it. Like, okay, like I can be here. I'm meant to be here. You know what I'm saying? And doing them stand-ups, that's the hardest part because to be honest, doing a stand-up, so for the people that don't know what a stand-up is, a stand-up is like when you see a reporter out in the field and like he's holding the mic, talking about something that's bridging a story together. So when I'm doing that, man, I realized how much confidence I lost in myself going through that depression. I never dealt with confidence before, a confidence problem before, but like the main thing they tell me is confidence. Be confident in yourself. Be confident in yourself. And then the way we talk as Black folks, we have a slang, we have a lingo. So it's like, all that got to go out the door. Yeah. Like, so when I used to think it's just getting in front of a mic and just talking. It's not that at all, bro.
Because whenever that mic turn on, sometimes you'll freeze up.
Yeah.
Sometimes everything you was going to say just goes out the window.
It goes out.
It's tough.
It's tough. It's very tough. So like, luckily for me with the stand-ups part, it's not live, so I get to keep going and stuff like that. But I try to make it as perfect as I can, as if it was live. But like the thing I love about both my photographers, Brett Kelly and Bill Jones, but especially Bill Jones, is as another Black man, he keeps it like a buck with me. Like, okay, Jaylon, you did this good, but you could have did this better. Let's do it again. We're not going to leave till you get it right. You know what I'm saying? So like doing that, all that is like just seeing my growth and like actually seeing it on camera, because the camera picks up everything. Yeah. Like I'm talking and like he was like, Jaylon, it looks like you're thinking about what you're finna say next. And we're looking at it, I'm like, dang, like you can literally see my brain. Yeah. See, and the thing I struggle with, like, like my hand, bro. So if I'm be talking like this and my hand's just like this, it feels so weird. So I'm like, bro, like I gotta learn how to talk with my hands. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, hold the mic like this, or do this, or add some movements into it. So it's a lot of stuff that goes until just getting in front of the camera and just talking. Like I took voice and articulation class. That's important because you got to articulate every word. So
during my broadcasting track too, I took it's called broadcast announcing, but it's the same thing you're talking about. Mm-hmm. That's one of the hardest classes I took.
It's hard.
It's hard.
It's hard.
It's not just talking. It's like, break down.
Yes.
Letter by letter.
Letter, bro. And like you practicing this stuff and you sound like a dummy. Yeah. Like you just like literally I was like, in the mirror practicing this.
English wrong this whole time.
This whole time, bro. This whole time. And the truth is like, yes, but it's like that's what you got to do to take it to the next level. But Man, yeah, that's how I got the internship. My cousin sent me the link to it. I applied. And what makes me feel good, bro, is I'm the first intern at CBS since COVID.
Yeah.
So that's number one. Number two is everybody be out there. Fox, NBC, CBS, all these other platforms out there, like local news. I'm the only intern in the area.
Yeah.
The sports intern in the area.
Yeah.
So that feels good as well. And then knowing that out of like 100, 200 people applied, they chose me. Mm-hmm. I'm like, I can't let these people down because they saw something in me and they chose me. So not only one am I not doing it for myself, but I'm doing it for them because they took that risk on me. They risk giving somebody an opportunity, and they gave me the opportunity. And I literally put that in my application on the cover letter. I said, the last sentence is, all I need is an opportunity, and I'll show you that I'm worth it. And they gave me that opportunity. So now I'm just trying to show them that I'm worth it. Everything that they're giving me, I'm going to give you the best of me that I can possibly give you. So it means a lot, man. Just hearing them, they be like, man, you're doing great things. Hearing people come up to me and stuff like that. It's dope. It's dope, man. But it's a blessing. Like CBS is a big blessing. And I love talking about it because I'm like, man, like y'all don't get to see the stuff that I'm seeing, but I can share it with you. Like it feels good, man. It feels good.
I'm happy for you, bro.
Appreciate you.
That's big time.
Yeah. And see, this is the thing about it though. Like it's big time, but you know how we've been talking about being locked in and everything. Bro, it's not even like that big time to me.
Yeah.
Like it's not even that big time to me anymore. Like when I first got it, I'm like, this big time. But now that I'm there, I'm like, bro, like I'm thankful for it, but it's not big time to me because this is exactly where I want to be. Yeah. And this is exactly where God has called me to be. Yep. So I'm like, it's not that big to me. And like, I feel like I need to stop being that hard on myself and stop being so woke or whatever you want to call it. But I'm like, bro, man, like this is where I'm supposed to be at. This is where I'm supposed to be. Yeah. So I'm like, I catch myself sometimes. I'm like, man, this is a blessing. And it takes me out. It lose my words, man. I lose my words for sure.
So last question, man. So what's your ultimate goal in your career?
My ultimate goal is, first off, man, I just want whatever God has for me, whatever His plan is for me, I want to achieve that. So besides the sports and everything, like of course that's a goal, but my first goal is to achieve what God has called me to do on this earth. That's what I want to do. Cause like, I be telling myself like, man, okay, God put me here for a reason. So I should just do what He told me to do. Share the word, affect people's life, change people's life. So that's my first goal, to just make sure I'm being a good disciple. My second goal is to make it in the industry, bro. Be the first. Don't be another, be the first. So, like, of course, I want to work my way up to ESPN and stuff like that, which I will one day. But I know it's going to take time. Yeah, you have it here. One day, I'll make it one day. But, just being in a moment, taking it step by step. So, yeah, that's that second part. And the third part is, man, eventually being a great father, bro. Like, when the time comes, when I have kids and stuff, I want them to be like, man, my dad really did it the right way. My dad really did all this work for me. He sacrificed so much in his life to do this for me. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, bro, like, yes, I'm doing it for my family right now, my little brother, my little sister, my mom, and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, man, I'm working so hard for the future too. Like, I pray for my future wife dang near every night, and I don't know who it is. I don't know who it is, bro. But like, I pray for her every night. I hope she's out there blessed, staying in the Word, not getting discouraged on herself. And I pray for my kids, man, because like, let's do it now. Why wait till the time comes when you can do it before? Mm-hmm. So all those prayers will manifest in itself. So yeah, those are my goals. Just being a good disciple, doing what God's calling me to do. Making it, being the first person, like not being another, being the first to make it in the sports industry, the sports journalism world, and just doing it for my kids, being a great father.
That's great, man.
Yeah.
Man. Any questions for me, man?
Yeah.
You asked you a shit ton of questions. So.
Yeah, bro, I got some questions for you.
It's your turn.
What made you want to start the podcast, man?
I could have asked you that too, but what made me want to start the podcast? So for me, I always wanted to make a podcast. Not always. I take that back. It got to a point where I wanted to start a podcast just because I had went through a lot of stuff, like internally, mentally, and all that.
Yeah.
And so, for me, there was no outlet. So, how I break it down to people is like, I didn't have a figure I could look up to that was relatable enough for me.
That's the one.
So, I had both my parents in my life, fortunately. They were both very supportive, very loving, caring, all those.
Right.
But in a way, I couldn't relate to them. You know, because they're. I think this has something to do with it, but like they're immigrants from Africa and whatnot. So their ideology on
certain things are different.
It's just totally different because I was born here. I was born in a different, type of world, pretty much. And so I couldn't. There's a little disconnect there in terms of relating to them and whatnot. Right. I'm the oldest, so
you don't have no siblings.
I don't have
no older siblings.
Yeah, so I was looking for that outlet of inspiration, man, to help me get out of a certain point. And sports figures can help you out with that, but you still just can't relate to them. Yeah. So at the end of the day, I wanted to create a platform that a normal human being, can relate to the youth. Right. Relate to Jimmy when he was 18, when he was 16, when he was going through all that. Because there's a kid going through the stuff I went through mentally. There's a kid going through that right now. Right. And if I can impact him and be like, bro, I was in your situation 2, 3, 4 years ago. Right. You can do this. You can get out of it. Just do this, do that. Right. Try this, try that. And you can get to a certain point. I mean, I'm not nowhere where I want to be yet. I'm not like this big icon or nothing. But, I know some stuff and I have some knowledge on certain things. And I feel like that was my purpose, to help out other people through my journey. Right. That is my purpose. And that's why I wanted to make the podcast.
I'm proud of you for taking that step and doing it, bro, because like you might not notice it, but you're affecting people's lives, bro. And it makes me feel good. Like I don't know if you can relate to this, but some people come up to me and I'm like, your podcast really helped me. Or like they'll DM me, your podcast really helped me in what I'm going through. And that makes me feel good. And like that makes me like, that's why I'm here.
Facts.
It's gonna be crazy.
Super grateful to have you on, man.
Yes, sir.
Guys, if y'all don't already, go ahead and follow my man Jaylon. Go ahead and tag your IG, man.
Oh yeah, so my IG my personal one is Swaggy Suits, so just Swaggy, and then my last name SHOOTS, and then my podcast Instagram is just Sit Down with Swaggy Suits, with an underscore in between every word. So sit _down _with _Swaggy _suits, and that's where you can get me on my Instagram. Lock in, tap in on that. Y'all heard what I said. Like, I had to be on social media. It comes with the job. Yeah. It comes with the job. I'm just not on there as much, but I'm on there. So trust me, if you hit me up, I'll see it. I'll see it.
Go. Y'all go ahead and give my man a follow. Has some very inspirational stuff. If y'all like my content, y'all would definitely love his stuff too.
Appreciate you, bro.
Jaylon, appreciate you having on, man. Any last words of inspiration before we log off?
Man,
leave them.
I gotta leave y'all something good.
Something real good.
Leave them something good, man. Hold on, let me go to my Bible plan, because I wish I had my journal with me, because I journal every night, and I literally wrote something down, and I had some of my notes from my podcast, but I didn't get to use it. But I'm doing this Bible plan called The Invisible War right now, and everything is basically about the war that's going on in your head. Like, it's a lot of stuff going on in your head, but it's 3 aspects to peace. You gotta have peace within yourself, peace within God, and peace within others. So make sure when you're asking for peace that you're checking them checklists off, bro. Because if you're missing something, you're not gonna feel all the way peaceful. And know, like, that forgiveness and peace within others play hand in hand. They play hand in hand. So just trust in God, trust in your plan. Don't worry about what other people got to say. Don't worry about what other people's plan is. Just know that God got you, and that no weapon formed against you shall prosper. That's my message.
Perfect, man.
Yes, sir.
Jaylon, appreciate having you on, man.
Appreciate you, man.
for those of y'all who are this far, an hour plus into this thing, go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe, man. Please share this to your story. Share it to a friend, family member who you think could benefit off self-improvement, mental health, fitness, growth journey, everything like that, man. We all going through something. So share this to someone you love today. And that's going to wrap it up. This is Jimmy. Be different. Be a one of one. We out. Peace.
Peace.